to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Rush in at the three, the small forward.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Mills from the arc. And the dunk by Duncan.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Another shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season, showed in the playoffs, Greg, he is still very much at the top of his game.
Listen, Tim Duncan, for me, is the greatest power forward to ever play the game, although Pop will tell you he's actually a center in the power forward's body. I mean, what a great matchup. Yeah, how great was he, I should say, in the matchup against the Clippers last season. And throughout his career, he has been more consistent than a clock. I mean, it doesn't matter the year or who he's up against. This guy just finds a way to leave his mark on the game.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
The Spurs making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Curry dishes to Bogut. Back to Curry. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Wow.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. The drive by Green. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Thompson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong. That is such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Now Green. Diaw missing on the 3. For the lead. And it's Curry laying it in.
Klay Thompson.
Curry's got 10 points.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Warriors also with a sub. Iguodala's checked in. Here's Aldridge. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Aldridge has got 8 points.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Klay Thompson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
For San Antonio, they've been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. That free throw good from Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Now Curry. 10 points for him. Three-pointer. Rush the pass to Green. Here's Curry. Got a hand on it. Nobody near Leonard. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's San Antonio leading by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for San Antonio. They've got Ginobili. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Green, and it's McCallum in the point guard position. Wasted no time on that one. And 12 points for Steph Curry.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Duncan outside. Wide open look. Warriors with the rebound. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Thompson misses. San Antonio leading. To the paint. It's stolen by Curry. To the inside. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Green.
Assist goes to.
And that's now 19 points for Klay Thompson. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Feeds to Iguodala. There's the 3. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. And McCallum kicks to Duncan. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds.
the ball.
Last touch by Green.
Substitution first.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Anderson.
Mills comes in for Ray McCallum.
Mills.
Green kicks to Duncan. Down low. Aldridge left side. Just 4 to shoot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 8 points and 1 assist.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
2 shots.
Outstanding foul shooting in this game, and that confidence can be infectious. They're taking care of business on the charity stripe.
Here's Rush. Curry.
Stephen Curry.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Aldridge. 11 feet away. Here's Duncan. And he goes in for the dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Mills dishes to Anderson. Inside. Aldridge. Good. And the Spurs lead by 1.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, you have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
On the wing, Thompson. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's foul number 2 for him. .104 left to play in the final quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Mills passes to Leonard. Duncan kicks to Aldridge. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. He dishes it to Rush. Shot clock at 6.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Kins the 3.
Boy, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
Iguodala outside. Back to Curry. From deep. Misses the 3. To the paint. It's tipped. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes.